Friends, welcome to TechEasy YouTube channel. Friends, in today's video, we are going to discuss about the basic network configuration and basic network management of RHEL9. So this will be the part one of network management of RHEL9. Okay. So our agenda of today's video is to understand the basic concept of IPv4 and how to set and manually static IPv4 address by using NMCLI, NMTY, or by using file method of RHEL9, because RHEL9, RHEL8 and RHEL9 has different method, which basically file location are changed. Okay. And we will check the use of if config and if commands. Okay. If up, if down, like this. Okay. So we'll also discuss how to set DHCP IPv4 by using the same uh, commands and methods. Okay. And we will discuss about the host name, what is host name, and how we can set the host name. Okay. Okay. So we also see here use cases of etc host and etc resolve. Okay, resolv.conf files. Okay, etc resolv.conf file. So also we here practice about the required networking command for Linux admin. Okay, like we practice for IP command, netstat command, traceroute command, nslookup, root, curl, wget, tcpdump, etc. Okay, so first of all, let's start our discussion with IP address. So guys, if you already know what is an IP address, then it's good. But I am starting from basics. So here I just fresh up the basic concept of IP addresses. Okay. So like an IP address is a unique address that define a device on the internet or local network. Okay. So IP just stands for Internet Protocol. Okay. So which is the set of rules governing the format of data sent by the internet or local network. So this is a set of rules, okay, that governs for data transmission either on internet or in local network. Okay. Okay. Besides this, IP address are the identifiers that allow information to be sent between devices on a network. They contain location information and make devices accessible for communication. And the internet needs a way to differentiate between different computer routers and website IP addresses. Okay, IP addresses provide a way of doing so and form an essential part of how the internet work. Okay, so type of IP addresses available right now. There are two types of IP addresses are available: IPv4 and IPv6. Okay, IPv this is 32-bit address and IPv6 is 128-bit address. Okay. So basically, IPv6 is the newer concept, which is uh, right now started using many large enterprises started using IPv6, but we will practice our all the networking concept on IPv4 address. So my focus for today video is IPv4 address, and we will practice on IPv4 addresses. Okay, so. Like the IPv4 address is a 32-bit number that uniquely identifies a network interface on a machine. Okay, and IPv4 address is typically written in decimal digits formatted as 4 8 fields. Okay, that are separated by periods. Okay, each 8 field represents a byte of the IPv4 address. Okay, this form the representing the byte of an IPv4 address as often referred to as a dotted decimal format. So just ignore this, ignore this because this is the completely we just want to fresh up the concept of IPv4 address. We this is not a dedicated video of IPv4, so just I am skipping some detailed concept about IPv4. So, like here, what is the important for us? Like the bytes of IPv4 address are further classified into two parts. Okay, So this is the important thing about IPv4. So the network part and the host part. How many parts? IPv4 address, network part and host part. Okay. So like if you take an example of this IP address. So are you able to guess what is the network part and what is the host part in this IP address? So here, this is the so part of an IPv4 address. Like this is the our example IPv4 address. So here it's saying this is the network part and this is the host part. So how we are able to guess this is the network part and this is the host part? So for this we have a predefined classification of IPv4 addresses. Like this diagram shows that 129.120.144 is the network part. Okay. So this is the network part and this is the host part. So how we can say just this is the network part and this is the host part. Okay, because this IPv4 address is a class B IPv4 address and this is the predefined concept. Okay. So for like here you can see that what is network part. The network part is the unique number that is assigned to your network. Okay, the network part also identifies the class of network that is assigned in above to that. And the second one is the host part. So how these both part are defined? Like here, I here set the image, simple image. Like IP addresses start from 1.0.0.0 to 126.255.255.255 are belong from class A IP addresses and that are called class A IP addresses and the default subnet mask is already given here. Okay, these data are predefined. Okay, so you have to must remember this concept of IPv4 address. Like if you have class, how we are able to recognize this is the class B IP address. So class B IP addresses start from 128.0.0.0 and can goes up to 191.255.255. And what is the identification of class C IP addresses? Class C IP addresses start from 192.0.0 and it can goes up to 223.255.255.255 and class D are reserved for multicast groups and range for class D is start from 224.0.0.0 to 239.255.255.255. Okay, so these are the must remember concept. So you have to remember these all these concepts before practicing the Linux networking. Okay. So these are the basic concept of networking. So if we talk about the class C IP addresses, which we are going to use. So here let's take an example. I take okay, just to go here. Take, I will increase the font size first to 16 is good. Yes. So take an example of IPv4 class C IPv4 class C IPv4 address. So if you take example of class B IPv address, then what can be like we can say it can start from it can start from given range. Like here I already told you this is the starting range and it can goes up to 223.255.255.255 and there are what is the how we are able to recognize the host part. Okay. So there are three more concepts are also here. Like first one is the uh, subnet mask. Okay. So we talked about the subnet mask. Okay. So uh, our class three, we have default subnet mask, which is 255 dot 255 dot 255 dot 0. Okay. Sometime like if you take an example and if we take an example of let's take an example first. Class IP. Okay. 192.168.143.10. We have a class C IP address. Then how we are able to recognize the what is the host part and network part? Like if we talk about what is the network part? So what will we let first try to guess about the default mask subnet mask. So as default subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. And what will be the default gateway? So default gateway are the above IP addresses to five like this 192.168.143.1. So this should be the default gateway for this because this is the network field for class C and this is the host field. Okay. So first IP for network will be this 192.168.150, but it can be changed sometime. Okay. So this is the default configuration. You can also write like someone can give a IP in this format. Okay. So the meaning is same. Like default subnet fast this each this and this subnet mask can be also written with the IP address in this format. Okay. This is called uh, classless representation. So sometimes you can also give this. Okay, so that's why I am explaining here. So you can also sometimes give in this manner, and this is the default gateway. And so this is the overall basic concept of IPv address, IPv4 address. So we are going to use the uh, class C IP address. So for communicating for communicating to network, to okay, for communicating to computer, you can say, or you can say VMs, or you can say for communicating to computer IPs. It's required to be in same network. So what is the meaning of same network? It's the meaning of same network is like we have to use same class and range and same range IP in our both computers. Okay, so this will be the prerequisites. Why this will be the prerequisites? Because we did not have any and network devices like we did not have any switch or router. So we are just practicing. We just create two VMs and we practice all these networking concepts. So we have to just use the same class and same range of IPs. Like uh, my router has DHCP range from 192.168.143 dot. So this is the my range. So we will just use the IP addresses of this range in my computer. Okay, because this is the my router DHCP range. So we will also define the static IP addresses within this range. Okay, so this is the my DHCP range uh, of my routers. Okay, so let's start the practice. Okay. So first of all, when you installed your computer first time, then it uses the DHCP IP. Okay. So when we put this command if config -a, then it will show like I have a IPv4 address assigned, and I hope this is the manual IPv4 address. Uh, This is okay. This is not a DHCP IP address, okay? Because this is a static and manual IP address. So first of all, most important thing is about to know to how you can just assign an IP address. Like first of all, I am deleting my this interface. Right now you are able to see I am able to ping the google.com. Okay, you can see that. I am able to print. But here I am just deleting my this interface. Okay. So nmcli. Okay. Connection delete. Okay. Okay. Just for now, just I am nmcli sim connection down. First I am giving this command, and we have to specify the here connection name. Like I have a connection name ENS160. Okay. Just put this command, and you can also use the nmcli connection delete ens short. Okay, now we just successfully deleted. Let's use the if config uh, -a command here. Now it's not showing. So when you first time configure your system, then it will be in the same state like here. Like here, we just deleted our interface and we make it down. Okay, so let's start our first practice. So we have to just assign a IP address. Like first of all, we are going to assign a DHCP based IP address. So we can do it. So far doing this, so we have to use first if config command. Okay, now we this is the interface name. Okay, this is the interface name, not the connection name. So there is a two concept here: connection name and also interface name. So don't be confused with connection name and interface name. Both are the different. So by using the nmcli, we can add like we have to give the command nmcli connection add. We want to just add a new connection. Okay, So that's why I am using this select connection add, and you can give the connection name like name, like you can just use the same name or you can use the different name. This is the just the connection name. Okay, and you have to specify if name like for which interface you want to give. Like here, I want to use ENS160. Okay, I want to add connection for our interface name ENS160. Okay, so that is it. And what is the type of our connection? Type of our connection is like Ethernet. Okay, are you want to use by default it uses the DHCP. So if you not specify any method here, like if you specify the method is equal to manual, then it will be set a manual. But here I am not specifying any method, so it will take IP from my DHCP range. Okay, automatically. So just yes, here we have to give the auto connect yes. So auto connect is equal to yes mean when our system boot up, it automatically make this connection. Okay, and also here we have to give the IPv4 address. So by using this format, or you can just use IPv4 here, and you can able to supply your IP address. Like here, just I want to give this 143.10 here, and also here you can able to give the subnet mask. Okay, just hit enter here, and it's saying our connection is successfully added. Now, how we can verify that? We have to use an CLI connection. So, command here. So, it's showing a connection like here. This is our connection, and let's use if config hyphen a sorry. If config hyphen a here. It's yes, we have a interface there, and we successfully configured a DHCP based IPv4 address here. Like if you just use the if config hyphen a command here. Sorry. Okay. Uh, it stated a IP address. Let we want to just modify this. So how we are able to modify by using NMCLI. So if you want to change the IPv4 address, then we can use the NMCLI connection modify command here. Okay, NMCLI connection. So this should be the like you can write also in full format like connection modify. Okay, you can also use this and you can also use the short form. Okay, like nmcli connection modify and you have to give the connection name for which you want to modify it. Like here, I am just going connection name once ENS 160. Okay, like here I am given okay ENS 160 here. Okay, and you can also give the like you can also specify the if name but for changing now it's good. I am just using IPv4. Okay, addresses address. Okay, it's good. Now just I want to give the 168.143.19. Yeah, what it's saying unknown connection con name. Okay, okay, we don't have to use the con name here basically. We, because we already here again nmcli connection modify ENS exosart IPv4 address. Okay, now this time just see the if config hyphen a output there 14310. So we just modified it. Why it's not changed? For changing this, what we have to do? We have to use the like this command is down Okay, if down, and we have to give the interface name like I want to make it down in a 608. Okay, just put okay. Now we can use if up. You can also use the NMC like connection up and connection down command. Okay, right now just I am using the if up and if down command. Okay, just one more time, just use the if config -a command to see is our changes are here. Yes, now this time you can see that our previous IP is this. After modification, we changed our IP to this. Okay, now in RHEL9, basically uh, network configuration file location is changed. So now we can find this to like we have to cd etc and network manager and here to like just go here and ls here. Okay, now here we have a system connection file. Okay, system connection directory. Okay, so go there and just ls here, and this is the our configuration file for networking. Okay, now just we can use GI or we can edit this file. Okay, right now you can go into the insert mode and you can edit according to your need. Like this is the manual method because we just use the manual method for specifying this IP. Okay, where okay. So here you can also directly change in this file and you have to specify the like UID is the optional, but here you have to specify like in the format like we have to specify the connection details and the ID and the type and the interface name and the timestamp which also optional, and for Ethernet we can just specify two things. Either we have option of IPv4 and we have option of IPv6. Like here it taken the 32, so here we can change it to 24. Just we can here put WQ, and like here if you see like here our net mask is this. Okay, so for reloading it we can for reloading the file from file we can use the nmcli. Okay, connection load command here. Okay, connection load EMS exosat. Okay, now just we can use the config -a command here. Okay, so basically we have to use the if down EMS exosat. Now we have to use if up EMS exosat. Now just use the if config -a. Okay, just get one more time this file. Basically, file changes are not applied at this time. Okay, so we can just so best method for in real line I think is nmcli. Okay, nmcli connection modify. nmcli connection modify, and we have to just give the connection name here like we want to by the ns160, and what we want to change, we want to just change the IPv4 address is equal to 192.168 dot like we did not want to change the IP address, we just want to change the subnet mask because we forget about trying the subnet mask. Now just we have to we can use if up and if down. We can also use the NMC like connection down command here, connection down ENS let's start here, and we can also use the NMCLI connection up here. Okay, just okay. In this manner, we are. I hope this time our changes will be there. Okay. Now we can see that our net mask is changed at this time. We can also use the IP command here, like IPA command, pursuing the same information. Okay. Like here we can see the alternate name for our interface is ENP3S0. Okay. So this is the overall idea how we can just specify the manual IP addresses and how we can just take a DHCP IP addresses. Like if you want to create a IP address from DHCP, then we have to just specify the automatic method is equal to automatic. We have to just specify this parameter in NMCLI command. Okay. So just I showed how you can able to configure the IP networking. Okay, let's try to change the hostname. So hostname command will show the current hostname. Like here, my hostname is saurabh.techpj.com. Let we have to change this hostname. My current hostname is in full FQDN format. Like for changing hostname, we have the command hostname ctl set hostname. Okay, now you can specify the new hostname. Like new hostname will be the like Prashant dot tcpdump dot in. So we just changed our new hostname. So how our new hostname will be applied? We have to just log out from here, and we when we logged in, it will change. Like when we use the hostname command here, it will show the our new stated hostname. But here it's still showing the sorrow because we have to sign out from here for applying these changes. Okay, so I'm just not signing out because I have to just do more things. Okay, like if you want to print by using hostname, like then what is the basic agenda of setting hostname is like we like human is not human mind is basically face the difficulty to remembering the numeric value, but it can remember the text value in very easy manner. So that's why we set the host name or domain name. Like here we can say that this is FQDN format, like fully qualified. This is a fully qualified domain name. And here, if you think like just Prasan, okay, name answer is not known. Okay, just we have to log out one more time. So no, no, no. We have to just leave full screen. Okay, now here just go here. Click on log out. Click on log out. Okay. When now this time we are logging out and we logged in. Okay, wait for some few moments. Okay, okay. Like this time you can see that this is showing the Susan. Yes. Now let's try to ping this our new setted host name. This is the person. Okay, string name or service not known. Okay. So just try to ping full name of this wget.in. Yes, this is pinging. Okay. So we successfully configured our hostname. Let we have to make the communication between the two computers. So just I turn on one more my VM. Okay. Okay, just I am opening this VM. This is the memory because I have to run two VM concurrently. Okay. So I just gave it to 2048. Okay, network directory is stated as NAT. Just power on this virtual machine. Okay, okay, it means okay, CD DVD is attached with this. So what I have to do is just to go into okay, just shut down this open from here. We have to edit this and we have to just on a test remove. We have to remove this. Why I am doing this? Because I have made changes in my BIOS to boot from CD DVD. Okay, that's why I have to remove my CD drive. Okay, we have to wait for some time while it's booting. Okay, this system is already in trouble, so we have to use another system. Okay, because I don't have time to rescue this. Okay, if you also facing this same type of problem, then you can just find my complete troubleshooting video of I uploaded a video how you can just troubleshoot all the boot issues, okay, which you are facing. So just now, just I am turning off this VM, just power off, and I have another one VM. Okay, I am going to use this. Okay, go here, and I have to remove this. Okay, now just click on power on VM. Yes, I want to set up the networking between these two computers. That's why I am trying to log in here. Okay, so we have to wait for some few more moments. Yes, it's saying the I hope This computer is fine. Hmm. So while it's booting, I am just stopping my video. Okay, now we are logged in in our second virtual machine. Okay, let's try to run with config -a here. Okay, now we have this IP address here. So let's try to ping the our like we have to give a entry and etc host here for pinging with. Let's try to first ping with IP address. Then we just set up the etc host file for making the communication between our computer by hostname. Okay. So just here I am trying to ping my second computer because both computer are in the same network. Okay, 19. Okay, it's pinging basically. Okay, so just it's pinging. Then what we can do, then just we can edit the etc host file. Okay, etc host, and here we just go into the insert mode. Go to incline just here, and here we can just give one more IP address 92.168 dot 143.90, and here we can give a domain name like Prasanat, okay, dot dot in. Okay, just escape wq let him enter. Now just using the Prasanat dot ej.in. Okay, and which is you are able to ping. Yes, we are able to ping our system. Now our system is completely ready for just making Linux for configuring the NFS. Okay, for sharing the file system over NFS or SMB. Okay, basically it's ready for or both computer are ready for practicing the client server architecture. Okay, we can just set up mm, simple server on one computer and we can make another VM as a client. Okay, so now our both these computer are pinging. Why this computer are pinging? Because they we are using the same class IP and same range of network IDs. Okay, that's why these are pinging. Okay, so just in the same manner, you can also here use the NMCLI for configuring the networking of this. Okay, so now just I tried to like here you can also change the host name of this. Right? Okay, what is saying? Yes, is typed. Okay, just host name is here, and we can also change like host by using the hostname ctl command here. Like we can use host name ctl set host name. Okay, like Saurabh dot ej dot in. Okay, what is saying? Okay, okay, just we setted the host name. Let's try to ping by using host name. Okay, just ping Saurabh dot ej dot in. Okay, it's pinging. Okay, just we are able to also ping google.com. Okay, it's saying it's not able to ping google.com. Okay, but our internal networking is good. So we will troubleshoot why it's not pinging google.com. But let's check. We open a terminal here and try to ping google.com here. Okay, it's saying name our service is not known. So what we can do, just type config hyphen a here. Okay, here we have two interface. So you like here you can see that here our IP we gave the 143 range, but my router my router DHCP range is like it is 192.168.165. So my router range is different. Okay, so that's why it's not able to reach to here. You can see that this is the my VMware network. Uh, it's basically taking IP from my router range, which is what is the my router range? My router range is from likely it changed to 192.168.165.0. Okay, so we have to also give the IP of this range. Like either we can give the static IP, either we can give the dynamic IP here, or DHCP IP. You can say okay. So here we are going to configure our first network interface, which is ENS60, which is we consider it as a primary interface. Like we have currently more than one interface here. Okay. So what we can do just now, just we can just delete the ENS160. Okay. So we deleted the ENS160. Let's see the okay. Right now ENS224 is there. But now I want to just like here I want just configure my this network interface ENS160 because this is the my primary interface now. So just you can use the command and select connection add and here first I am going into full screen mode so that it's visible to you. So nm select connection add and connection name will be ENS160 and interface name will be ENS160. Why? Because I already explained this is our primary interface on which we are going to create a connection with name ENS160. Okay. Type will be Ethernet. Okay. Either you want to specify static IP or dynamic IP. If you want to specify a static IP like or manual IP by using method is equal to manual, then you can just go with the specifying the IP address, or you can also just mm, here I am going to take IP from DHCP, so here I am just using method is equal to auto. Okay, okay, and now they can type Ethernet to auto. Okay, my battery is running low. Okay, just hit enter. And now the connection is successfully added. Now you can use it configuration here. Now this time you can see that our ENS160 taken the IP from the DHCP range, which is my IP is like this time 192.168.165.129. So guys, you also have to take care of this, okay? Because if you are facing the you if you are not able to ping Google, then if this is not the production environment, then there may be only two reasons. You are not using the same range of IP as your router or as your mobile phone. Okay. And also please check the here VMware virtual network IP. Okay. So that you can conclude. Like here, you can also you can if you are using in your production environment, then you can just configure a static IP on your virtual network. Like here you can open just ncpa.cpl here, which is the nothing but a network editor, network connection editor. Like here, I am connected from the Ethernet 7, okay, and Ethernet 2. So these are our two VMware virtual Ethernet adapters. So here you can just configure the static IP from here by going to the properties section and by going to IPv4. Like here you can use the your specified IP address or static IP address. But now I am just using the router DHCP range, so that's why I am not specifying any here. Okay, now let's try to ping the google.com. Okay, now you can see we are able to ping the google.com here. Okay, okay. So here let we want to give a static IP. So what we can do, just here don't describe the method, just give the IP 4 is equal to like 192.168. Only condition is you have to give the range like 165 range. Okay, and here I just want to give the same IP, but now we are just using a static IP so that our IP will not change next time when our system will boot. So it's saying doing the internet. Okay. So what we can do is now it's giving error. So guys, are you able to guess why you are facing this type of error? I think you are able to guess. Now this time just we want to modify this. Okay, just I am not editing. So just what I can try. Just I have to use the nmcli connection modify command. Okay, and I'm select connection modify in a 160 and here like I want to modify this to IPv4. Okay, okay. One more thing we just write in here that in this manner, so that's why we said this is like when you execute also this command, uh, this command is also able to modify this. So what we have done in this command, like here we just specify the IP address in wrong manner, like here. Okay, so just type is equal to Ethernet. Now this time we don't specify the method because we just here giving the IP for okay manually. So that's why it will take this IP in manual format. So guys, you are able to here I put a equal to symbol. So that's why we face that error. So like this time I want to just take this IP and this is saying we successfully added our IP. You can also guys you can use the MCLI connection modify command to change the IP. Okay, like when you have to verify either this IP is static manual IP or this is the so you can just get the EPC. Okay, that you can CD2 first of all EPC and network manager and then here you can just okay just go first of all here ls here and then here you can just get the system connections. So what you can do, you can just go here and ls here and here you can see that our all connection is present here. So what you need to do, just you have to edit your connection name. Like here I want to edit this connection then .nm connection. So you can just read the content of this because I just don't want to edit this, but just I want to read is this connection is manual or not. So here this is the not the same. Okay, here this is unit 24, unit 24. So guys, I think this is our right connection in which we get the information. So just copy from here and get. So now the time you are able to see we have this ENS start with this UID and we have typed on it and the interface name is ENS160 and now this time you can see the our specified IPv4 address is here and method is manual. So in this manner you can verify. You can directly also change this change in this network file, but this is not recommended practice. So you can use the either tool NMCLI or NMTY or if config command for changing your IP addresses. Okay. So right now we are able to successfully troubleshoot our Google is not able to bring issue. Okay. So now this time you can see that Google is doing. So guys, troubleshooting is also very important. I am not going to delete or edit my video because troubleshooting is the key of key to success to be a successful system administrator. Because every time we just you are going to use your either in your test environment, either in your production environment, then situation may be changed and you have to troubleshoot your issues from yourself. So that's why mm, I am not going to correct it because if I can face, then you can also face this type of situations. Okay, so if you are aware, then it will be considered as experience. Okay, what is the experience? How you can define experience? Just experience is a set of activity which you just do from yourself. Okay, or you just see by your eyes. That's also an experience. Okay, now just to move to the our other important commands which are related to networking, like I already saw the ping command uses and post and resolve conflict. One more thing is like the netstat command here. Like netstat command is the very powerful command which you can use. Like if you want to just see the root all your system roots and you can use this command. So this command show the roots defined system. Okay, like here we have this root defined in my system. This shows the basically route table. Okay, you can also get the same info by using the root command. Okay, the root command and the net state with -rm is the same, get the same output. Okay, but this also shows the root command also shows the one extra parameter which is the metric parameter, but more or less output are the same. Okay, so now let's we want to just I want to show how you can just add a root as I already tell how you can just add a root, but adding root is here not a recommended practice because we have a just same. We are using a single router and we are using the same IP range. So here there is, I think, no use of adding a new route. Okay, so I am not showing how, but you can just use the root add command for adding a route here. The route add, like if you want to add the default route, then you can use the route add default. As I already tell earlier, so I'm not just digging it more. And two more important command like if you want to see the port usage, then you can also use the register command with some uh, parameters like Okay, in this manner, you are able to see how many structures like socket information is stored here. It means on which IP and on which service is like running on which port. Okay, it shows all the ports which are currently open and in listening mode. Okay, like here it's showing the like here our custody service is running, our SSID service is running on 422, and also some more services are there. Okay, so this is the sample how you can just test your port. Okay, port information.